Hello guys and welcome to What the Tech episode 30. My name is Adam Lobo.
And I'm Vernon. Good to be back.
And we are your hosts for this week. I know we had 1 week off, not because we wanted to have a holiday, but simply because two reasons. Number one, we have plenty of videos to come out with, whether or not it's short form and long form. We kind of looking towards having a lot of videos, but there's a lot of very short time. Techtember is real. It's not a thing where everybody... it's not a thing where it's just simply said it. So that's one. Number two, I felt that the news was also a little quieter the week before.
It's been a quiet
So
week.
we are back for this week, but next week we are not going to be here again because both Lee Hood and I are going to China for Huawei. Anyway, this week's episode is going to be the raw reactions based on the new iPhone releases. Yeah. Some of the releases or the rumors compared to what's been released, it's true, some is not true. So we're going to go through every single feature based on every single iPhone that was released during the Apple September event.
Yep.
So I'm going to go one by one. And then you're going to give me your raw reaction. Now, the reason why we do this raw reaction is because before we start, similar like WWDC, did not sleep for more than 24 hours. Event finished at about 2:30, 2:45 Malaysian time. Wrote the script, was close to 4 a.m. Came here, did my A-roll, edited it. Every single reel took about 1 hour. Mm-hmm. So by the time I finished my fourth reel, it was 9 a.m.
So it's dedication for you guys.
Yes, so it's dedication for all of you guys are watching and appreciate the views, appreciate the likes. But yeah, that is how it is when it comes to doing that. Mm-hmm. Marcus Brownlee did a very interesting documentary about how he and his team work behind the scenes. We should document that because when I came to the studio site, was here writing. Leewood was working from his house. So yeah, Marcus Brownlee, we also work very hard.
Life of a tech YouTuber,
yes,
right?
It's really, so appreciate all the comments and all the views that you've been giving for us. Now let's dive in straight through the iPhone 17. I'm going to go each one.
Yeah.
And then I'll just get your thoughts and then we just go back and forth and then you can just ask me anything you want to ask. Design is the same. Yes, we predicted that the design for the iPhone 17 is the same. Is there an issue for that?
No, I don't think it's an issue. It was leaked a little while ago, and we also talked about it, and we've seen pictures and photos and videos and stuff like that. I think it looks good. Pretty similar. I think Umar, when he was there in Apple Park, he said it looks better in person.
Yeah.
Than
I think he was referring more to the pros.
Yeah.
But we'll get into the pros soon.
True.
But don't you think that they should have just make a slight design tweak for the baseline model rather than making it exactly the iPhone 16?
No, I don't think so. I think it's nice to have like a consistent design language. I think for the first time, almost.
Yeah, it is.
They look like a family, and I think that's a good thing.
But it looks like the iPhone 16. That's my point.
You mean the base iPhone?
Yeah, the base iPhone 17 looks like the iPhone 16. Yeah. So I feel like
but
it
the
has
Pro
been
was
neglected.
Yeah, but I guess the Pro was always the one that was going to be a headline product. And it's always been the case anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel they should have done it. I mean, we expected Apple not to change the design, but it's like there's a huge distinction of the differences between the Pros, and there's an introduction of the Air. There's an introduction of the Air. Yeah. So it'd be nice that it was some sort of a slight design tweak. Just for the sake of differentiating, because if you want to differentiate, don't only differentiate the Pro, I guess.
Sure.
That would be good. I mean, I'm just nitpicking over here because like I say, it's raw reaction. And the reason why we're having this raw reaction is because whenever the event finishes, we need to immediately like come out with stuff, our thoughts, we need to settle down. And that's the reason why we have this podcast, to have a raw reaction. And if you guys who are watching or also listening, if you have any reactions or your thoughts, let us know in the comment section below. We'd love to discuss it in the future episode as well. Largest 6.3 inches. So the baseline on the iPhone 16 was 6.1. So 6.3 inches. I think we have no complaints about that.
Bigger is better.
The screen refresh rate. The screen refresh rate bigger is always better.
This is something that was not a surprise, but the surprise was that I think Umar, when he came on the last week, the last time that we had him, was that if it was ProMotion and it was branded ProMotion, it would not appear on a non-Pro model.
Yeah, you would probably call it just Motion or something. Or
yeah,
some
so we
new
were
name.
expecting, yes, 120 hertz, but not going to be called ProMotion. But this was a little bit of a surprise for all of us.
Because they still call it ProMotion.
To have a Pro feature on a non-Pro phone was a bit unusual, but I think it's really good for the iPhone 17.
It's super welcome.
Yeah,
I
super
totally
welcome.
agree. But I was surprised because I thought that they would go like a middle ground. I thought it was going to be at 90 hertz. Not
we did
all
talk
the way
about it.
100.
Yeah, we did talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 120 hertz is good. There's nothing more that Android world can complain about now.
Finally.
That, an iPhone doesn't have 120 hertz.
It also makes the iPhone 17 so appealing now.
Yeah.
It's like, and it goes head to head with a lot of phones these days.
Yeah. Remember I said the Pixel 10 was going to be the winner and it beats the iPhone and stuff like that in a lot of ways. Now it's a little bit more...
Yeah, more tight. But
it's a tighter
speaking of
race now,
Pixel, we'll be doing our review of that. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, it will be tomorrow. Yeah. So once we do that, you can actually see for yourself what are the drawbacks of the Pixel 10, because the cameras have been improved of the iPhone 17, especially for the ultra-wide lens. We'll go into the camera soon. This includes the Ceramic Shield 2.
Yep.
So
also a good
this
thing.
has 3 times scratch protection and also anti-reflective coating. I honestly want to see how anti-reflective is the coating, because of course I was not in Apple Park. But yeah, that is something whereby I want to see, because
it's anti-reflective, but it's not matte per se, right?
So
just
the
that it's
S25
not
Ultra, Samsung's S25 Ultra, it's not matte, like fully matte, but the anti-reflection is really, really good. I hope that it's the similar style. But again, it's very interesting that Apple decided to put this on a base model iPhone 17. A19 chip, 20% faster than the previous iPhone 16.
Expected.
That is also expected.
Yeah.
The ultra-wide camera has a 48 megapixel. Again, something which is, we never thought that would happen for an iPhone, which is nice. But it's also very interesting because although the leaks or the rumors, not leaks, but rumors suggested it's going to be a very high 24 megapixel count.
Yeah.
It was not a 24 megapixel count, which to me, we don't care because it doesn't matter. Like, what's the big difference between that?
Doesn't really matter.
Although it's 18 megapixel camera, this is going to be the best phone to take selfie cameras with because of the so-called center stage camera. But the idea of you taking a selfie, because it's a square sensor, and you don't have to rotate the phone and look at it like a normal landscape, vertical position, so you can see everybody can look at the camera there, so no one is like looking in a weird position. What are your thoughts about that? For me, I was mind blown by that.
Not mind blown, but I think it's a very welcome feature and is not seen on other cameras to date.
That's why.
So they are the
so
first.
why is that not a mind blown feature for you? I mean, because it's not like wow, but it's interesting how Apple came up with that particular feature, which I felt like, it was almost like what we always say: who asked for this? No one really asked for this, but it's interesting how
they thought about it and then they delivered.
Yeah,
I guess they found a pain point of some sort and developed a product out of it. Yeah, it's good. No complaints. I'm just not mind blown, but I think it's super useful for groupies. Not groupies, group fees. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, Vernon's groupies.
Yeah, for group selfies is great.
Yes.
Because then you don't have to really adjust it.
Yeah, correct.
It will just adjust.
Yeah.
By
I
itself
agree.
automatically.
One very interesting feature, but a lot of Android phones have it, which is the dual capture feature to record the front and the rear cameras.
I know. I've
Sometimes certain features, it does not make sense a few years ago, but it may make sense today, depending on the people. But do you predict that people are going to be using the dual capture feature?
I don't know. I've always failed to find a use case for it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I've even when it was, it debuted on Android phones a long time ago, maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe?
Yeah.
I've never really got, I couldn't really pinpoint like this actual use case for it. I've tried using it, especially when in our tech days where we try to do a review or a quick review or video of it.
Yeah.
But it just ends up not being used, and if you were to execute something similar, you would do it in post, and not in the camera itself. What about you?
My thoughts is that this dual capture may not have seen the best of times previously, like several years ago, but probably now in this current generation, it might be useful for people, and I won't be surprised that people are going to adopt to this particular technology because in the year 2025, some old features are coming back, right? Yeah. So that could be something that people use or people do not use. For me,
what would be your use case?
I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use it because unless, but I mean, now I say I'm not going to use it, but if I have that feature, I can use it for Instagram stories, right?
Yeah,
so
I guess you could.
can have your expression and say, guys, look at it at the back. Like,
yeah, I mean, imagine you were doing like an unboxing.
Yeah.
And you could see the expression of the unboxer, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that could be something where like platforms like TikTok may adopt something like that.
Maybe some
it's like, oh my God, guys, then, like they show that reaction. Yeah. And again, it's because it's an iPhone, right? Even though it's been around for the longest time on Android phones, I feel that the moment that this comes to people's hands, I predict that it's going to be like a new social media thing. And yes, the Android fanboys are going to go like, oh, you guys are way back. I got, Xiaomi 2, Xiaomi Ultra 1 or something like that, which she can use it, which is true. But again, remember that everybody is vouching for an iPhone. Everybody who
aspires
has the
to
iPhone.
own one.
Yes. So the moment they own it, and if they have this, I believe it could be like a viral thing, or a lot of people use the dual capture feature, and it could be like a FOMO thing. So I want to get a new iPhone because I need the dual capture, although it is available on Android phones. So that is one. A very interesting surprise was iPhone's or Apple's new N1 network chip.
Network chip, yep.
We didn't had a single rumors or nobody talked about them.
Nobody talks about components.
But it's nice though. I think it's very interesting how the more in-house stuff they're going to do, the more they have control. Yep. And we are not talking about a walled garden here. I'm talking about control in terms of having the price set to a certain standard because they are in control. They are not getting like third party and all. And a lot of people predicted that the iPhones are going to go more expensive. The good news is that it is remained the same and throughout the whole entire time.
But if you look back and look at history, Apple has always been very consistent with pricing.
Exactly.
They rarely increase pricing over time. I think
a lot of people do not give Apple enough credit when it comes to pricing because like we had a huge jump like Nothing Phone 3, even though without a flagship chipset, it suddenly went up above the 3,000 ringgit marker. Yeah. And I think a lot of people are not giving enough credit when it comes to the pricing for iPhone devices.
I mean, the big jump came when the iPhone 1, the original iPhone came and it was $500. And that was completely, out of the blue, and it was really above anything else at that time.
Yeah.
But over time, as prices kind of standardize and iPhones, I mean, we've got a 999 iPhone at that time with the iPhone 10. But it's remained pretty consistent over the years.
I think
Apple tends to not increase price, but they could actually drop price.
The biggest jump came from the iPhone 10.
Yeah.
Right. So that's where, because there was a huge redesign.
What the hell?
1,000 USD for an iPhone.
But look at the Androids now. They're over 1,000.
Exactly.
So
I guess pricing wise, like I said, a lot of people are not giving Apple enough credit when it comes to pricing. Yeah. Speaking of pricing, guys, in case you all did not know, just as a recap, the iPhone 17 starts at 3,999 ringgit.
Same with the Pixel.
Yes. And it comes with lavender, mist blue, sage, white, and black. What's your favorite color?
For the iPhone 17, I think they're very muted colors.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say the black, actually. For the iPhone 17, it's black. We'll talk about the Pro later.
I like the lavender, but
they're very light colors.
It's quite interesting how the Pros have no black. So we'll go into the colors for the iPhone 17 Pro next. But yeah, let's dive into the iPhone 17 Pro. The most significant redesign in years with a full camera bar at the back. I also mentioned something which a lot of people may not highlight is the fact that the antennas have been redesigned similar like the Apple Watch, where the antennas are at the side.
Yeah.
Very clever. So clever. I never seen a very thoughtful design since Johnny Ive's days. It's so clever when it comes to that. And the LiDAR and the flash is also moved towards the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Now, here's where we saw what Umar said, that, when he went and had his first impressions hands-on, he said it looks better than the leaks.
Yeah.
Of course, it will look better than the leaks. And some clowns or even started showing the dummy units, which we are totally against that, because I think it's ridiculous how you make videos based on dummy units. Only dummies who do it. So if you are one of the creators, sorry
the
to call it dummies.
Believe it.
Yeah, because my point is that why would you review and talk about the dummy units? It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, we expected it to be better. Yeah. We expected the orange to look so good in person.
It's so good.
It's so good. But would you daily drive an orange smartphone?
Yes, I would.
Ooh, nice.
But the thing about the orange, right? I've seen a couple of videos, and the color doesn't seem consistent in different videos. Sometimes it looks kind of matte. Sometimes it looks very glossy, metallic. So I'd really like to hold and see it in person, because I cannot judge it through videos.
And I'll tell you why. It's similar like as a Liverpool fan. The second away jersey, the first away jersey, it is off-white. It's like a cream color, right? Certain promotional material.
Favorite jersey for the Liverpool.
I'm glad you heard it.
I really like the beige.
But on certain promo material, it looks white. So it's based on whoever's taking the photo.
Yeah.
But rest assured,
White
guys.
balance is off.
Yeah, exactly. So even earlier when Mo and I was shooting the
Stop
third
using
kit
a
for
potato
Liverpool.
to take photos, guys.
So here's the thing. We promise you that what you see in our channel will be exactly what's been shot on Rec 709, the exact color. Because you see, some people like to put those different kind of LUTs, slightly different. So that I
It's
believe that
color
is it.
grading for style.
I have a very strong feeling that the Cosmic Orange is going to be looking good. There's also Refined Silver, which I am leaning towards because it looks more white. And then there's the Elegant Deep Blue, which is
like
nice.
that too.
I feel that deep blue is something you would like because it's so Chelsea.
I like
Then
the
why
deep
you
blue as
prefer
well,
the
because
orange
it's a
more
little
than?
because orange is like scratch this color. No. I've always liked orange. I've always liked orange in that sense. Yeah.
Okay.
See, orange.
Oh, okay. So Dave 2D, one of the best storytellers of all time, what he said is that if you want to know the exact color of the orange, look at the Apple Watch Ultra, look at the orange.
Yeah.
That's what he said. That's why I love you, Dave. I miss you, brother. Yeah. But yeah. So he said,
it's a little bit metallic.
So it is metallic. So according to him, he said that if you want to have the exact look on how it looks, if you have the Apple Watch Ultra, or if you want to see it before it comes to Malaysia, if you have it, apparently the orange is very close to the Apple Watch Ultra too. Something that only Dave 2D would help us see. So love you, brother.
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise, especially with the Pro. I think Marquez had the opinion that it was a bit strange that it wasn't black for Pro.
Yeah.
Which I kind of agree, but deep blue kind of replaces it. I think it looks very good. What's interesting, moving back to the iPhone 17 just for a minute, it was the plateau is called plateau. The camera bar is called plateau. I don't know why they call it plateau.
Oh, wow. How do you spell it?
Plateau is in Plateau.
Wow. It's called a plateau.
Apples in the plateau. I hope they're not describing their business. But
TIL.
But yeah, it's called plateau. And what's interesting when you look at the internals of it, the entire top bit of the plateau is where the motherboard is, and the entire computer system is basically there.
Oh, this is for the 17.
bottom.
I thought it was just for the Air.
Yeah, for 17.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
And the battery is there. So that was quite interesting when we saw that.
Yeah, so the Ceramic Shield 2 is at the back cutout. So that's for the wireless charging.
Yeah. So
the rumor of wireless share and all did not happen. People I remember
didn't care much about it.
People, so that's why, how we have the dedicated channels like John Prosser. Love the dude because I met him too, although he has some crazy controversy right now. But they were so adamant on the fact that, there will be wireless sharing and stuff like that. And I had a feeling it's not going to be the case, and we both said
Very
no,
gimmicky,
and that is the truth. And it would be nice that it is there, but I think it's just too fast for them to do something like that. You talked about the colors, which is of course a two-tone color. What are your thoughts about Apple going back to aluminum design? Because it's 20 times greater thermal than the previous titanium.
It has to do with the thermals, and because we're also getting a more powerful chip, better cameras, definitely more less power efficient that way, and making way for the vapor chamber as well.
That is something whereby we also didn't predict. Yeah. I mean, I predicted it would come because of a lot of people talk about overheating, but at the back of our heads, we're like, no way. Because like they're so good thermally, but interesting how they had a vapor chamber cooling.
So I mean, moving back to aluminium from titanium, because titanium was like the main feature of the Pros.
They talked about it a lot two years ago.
Previous generation, because it was like a big thing. Well, I mean, the iPhone Air has titanium. So
we'll talk about that.
That's the only one with the titanium at the moment. Makes sense in terms of thermals. It's 20 times better in terms of conductivity compared to the titanium. So makes sense.
Here's where reviewers were talking about how they were making fun of the fact that, they were talking so much 2 years ago about titanium and they went back to aluminum. I don't see a reason. If they find it's a better option, why would you want to use material which doesn't make sense for a new structure? So,
but I think the big question is whether it's stronger than titanium. Is it more durable? Is it less bendable? I think Jerry Riggs will give us the answers.
Yes, exactly. Actually,
in
do
the
that
future.
For us. Okay, all three cameras are 48 megapixels.
Very nice.
I predicted there was not going to be 8K video recording. Both you and Omar said yes. So there's no 8K video recording.
There's no, I missed that one. So
it's okay. There's no 8K video recording. But there's ProRes RAW recording. Holy mother of God.
I've got videographers who were so excited with the news.
Yes, even for us, like seriously, because we shoot in Blackmagic RAW. Yeah. The only way for us to get ProRes RAW is to buy a freaking Red Cinema camera, or you get an Atomos Ninja 5, you connect it to a Sony A7S III and certain models, record externally on another SSD, only then you get ProRes RAW. And while ProRes RAW is good from a shooting perspective, it's actually on par with what Blackmagic RAW does. And it's really mind-blowing that you can record it on an iPhone.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
It is crazy.
And that's the reason why there's a 2 terabyte version of the iPhone 16 Pro and the Pro Max. Because of the fact, I mean, in the Pro Max, I don't think that the Pro has a 2 terabyte version. But I can understand why. On top of that, I don't know whether you knew about this because we are a Blackmagic shooter. Blackmagic came up with a new module whereby you connect it via USB-C, and you can connect a lot of additional ports.
Right.
Freaking amazing. So smart. I love this collaboration between Blackmagic and Apple because, they have the best technologies together, especially working hand in hand. Side note, ProRes RAW recording is also available via firmware update on Blackmagic 4K cameras.
Oh.
Yeah. So I sent it over to Lihu. He was like, what? So imagine the Blackmagic 4K camera is like how many years old? And that's the reason why we love Blackmagic cameras, because you will never feel that FOMO.
I guess the hardware is so good and very future-proof. Yeah. So you can get upgrades as you move along with OTA and firmware upgrades.
I really can't wait. And on top of that, the ProRes RAW recording will also come on the Blackmagic camera app. If you guys use that, it's really great. Last time when we were shooting some reels together with Mo, last week, we used the camera app and so bloody reliable. And now knowing the fact that, it's going to be coming to your iPhone, that's really mind-blowing because the bit data is 16-bit. 16-bit data on a phone. Yeah, maybe you guys might not be as excited as I am, but as a camera nerd and as a quality nerd, it's going to be really amazing.
But it always shows the power of the Apple hardware, right? The A19 Pro chip. It's quite incredible.
And also because ProRes is an Apple-developed RAW codec, right? Yep. So it's nice that they have included that in an iPhone. because there's a lot of cameras do not have it, and even they have so it's like 12-bit max, not 16-bit. Okay, I'm gonna cut off this whole nerd.
He's getting too excited.
Yeah. Let's go into the screen sizes. No differences since last year.
Also
6.9
expected, right?
and
6.9,
6.3. Anti-reflective coating, we'll know about that. The 3000 nits of peak brightness, according to W.A.F.T, he said that you can definitely tell a difference because me being in Apple Park before at the Steve Jobs Theatre is very nicely lit. It's the best place to shoot any content, trust me. You white balance one time and you just shoot it. It's so nice. Anyway you take, it looks good. Very clever. So apparently this 3000 nits of peak brightness is very well seen compared to last time. It has the A19 Pro chipset. The price, again, very good price because it has not gone up. 5499.
Same price as before.
For the iPhone 17 Pro and 5999 for the iPhone 17 Pro Max.
You, Pro or Pro Max?
Pro Max, definitely.
Yes, always a Pro Max.
I'm
guy,
always
so.
a Pro Max fella.
Yeah.
Not only that, I might want the 2 terabyte variant.
You don't need that one. You get an external drive.
Yeah, but
Or
imagine.
get iCloud.
I want the 2 terabyte variant.
I always recommend
I'll just
iCloud
swipe and think later.
because it's a cheap way.
How
to
about
add.
you? Are you still going to stick to the Pro?
No,
I know. Meaning like
Pro Max.
Pro Max still.
Yeah, Pro Max.
So Pro Max, Cosmic Orange, if you had a choice.
Yes.
Okay. Let us know what you think in terms of which color is your favorite, and also let us know which is your decision.
But the only question is, I know I'm very paranoid about my phones and micro scratches, so I'll be using it with a case, so you might not see the Cosmic Orange too much.
There you go.
Doesn't really matter what color that's underneath.
Yes.
Unless I use a clear case like this.
So last year when Uma and I and Jason was at our Apple Park, he told me that he's going to try to use the phone naked for 1 year, and he has successfully did it.
Yes.
Exactly 1 year.
Phone?
No, he didn't drop the phone. The last time he came here, so he was using the phone.
I dropped this yesterday.
Yeah, so I actually dared him to do it, and he do it. I didn't. I literally just dropped my phone earlier again. So it happens a lot. But most of the time it's not me, like somebody else. So that is it.
But honestly, I'm not really afraid about phone dropping.
Yeah.
It's the scratches that bothers me.
The ceramic shield 2
Apparently
is better, up to 3 times the scratch protection compared to previous generation. So
Don't know, man.
because I remember my very first iPhone that I was daily driving is the iPhone 12. It was a blue color, and I remember within 3 months I'm like, oh my god, what happened to my screen? And I just couldn't live with it. Well, what I'm going to do is that screen protector wise, I'm going to use the D brands.
It's always the
idiot
tempered
proof
glass, yeah.
is the idiot proof tempered glass. It's so easy. We did it on the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Leehud was like mind blown. He was like, what the hell? It's so easy. So yeah, we'll definitely do that around. I can't guarantee, I might do an Uma and use the phone without a case for 1 year and see how.
Black Marquez.
Please wish me, please wish me well. Alhamdulillah. Okay, iPhone 17. Okay.
You
I almost said it.
You
I almost said
it.
the numerical number. So iPhone Air. So my first question in our notes.
Yes.
Why is there no number? What is Apple's plans if you are in Apple's position right now?
I think we've mentioned this before. I don't think the iPhone Air is part of the regular lineup.
Then next year, they bring back the Plus.
They may not upgrade it every year. So it may not be a yearly update for this.
So
this
next year is going to be iPhone 7, 8, iPhone 18, iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone Air 2. Are you confusing, lah, bro?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not part of the regular iPhone lineup.
I guess it's like
an
the
iPhone SE.
Yeah, and it's like the Apple Watch SE.
Yes,
right. So that's interesting.
I think it's good to not have a number to it. iPhone Air, so they're not forced to upgrade it every year.
How about even if they release it again, they might not put a number to it, and they will follow based on the year. That might happen.
Yeah. It's easy enough to remember because there are only 2.
Because the MacBook Air, there's no year to it.
Yeah,
right.
which
So
is nice.
it's just a MacBook Air.
It's nice.
And you know what they do? They will talk to it based on the chipset. So they go like M2 MacBook Air, M3 MacBook Air. So this could be like a A19 Pro.
Which makes it
It's so long.
which is even more confusing
Hey,
to the
which iPhone
consumer.
I have? I have the A19 Pro one, bro.
No, I think iPhone Air is fine because there will only be like one iPhone Air.
Okay. So in your opinion, that this is going to be replacing the Plus model only for this year, and next year it might not come?
It might not come.
Wow.
Or they might not upgrade it until maybe 18 months later, 24 months later.
Do you think there's going to be an iPhone Air Pro?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bigger iPhone Air. Probably not. It's too thin because it's. I don't think rigidity wise it's going to be very good. If it's too big.
Speaking of which, Linus Tech Tips was making fun about the 5.6 thin because it is at the slimmest point, and he went like
Slimmest point.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, so everybody's ignoring the camera bump." Of course, Linus, calm down.
I talked about this
Yeah.
a little while ago.
For that honor rubbish,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, what is your opinion? For me, I understand, but at the same time, he has a point.
It's a
but-
technicality.
yeah.
It's a technicality. It's like how even TVs do it, right?
Yeah.
You've got really slim. I've got 5 millimeters thinner than a smartphone frame, but at the back it's like this bulge with the CPU behind.
Yeah,
And
and
the
I think that
power supply.
the reason why Linus is nitpicking is similarly like how again a lot of people, their title for the videos for the iPhone is like, "Oh my God, 10,000 ringgit iPhone."
Yeah.
I will never do videos like that because I need to help you all make a purchase decision and find out what is new. Sometimes it's clickbaity things that I don't know, bro. Anyway,
Well, it
I'm
is
not here to
clickbaity
bitch.
for a reason.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
And they want the reaction, right? So,
Besides that, this is not using aluminum because of the fact that you need to be very rigid. They are very confident about it, and I am confident about it too because I remember Zach from Jerry Rigs Everything. He was so confident he's going to break the Z Fold 7 in half, which he failed.
yeah.
So if Samsung can do it with a foldable, I believe Apple has definitely made it as durable as possible on the titanium.
But rigidity aside, being titanium, and number 2, it's using the A19 Pro chip.
True.
Number 3, it doesn't have a vapor chamber. So, is it going to be a very hot phone? In that sense
hot
of
in the
thermals,
market.
not in terms of sales, but in
Hot
terms
in the
of-
market, yo.
yeah, will it blow up?
I mean, again, you know how it is. Being in the tech scene, the moment the event is done, even though we create videos, still people ask me, "Hey, bro, how?" I got a message from my brother. He just asked me. I'm like, "Bro,
Should I buy?
yeah." So watch the video like, hey. Anyway, I have only 2 things to say when it comes to making a purchase decision. Number 1, yes, thermal's very important. Number 2 is the battery life, how much screen on time that we get, because Apple was so confident to say that the battery
All
life
day.
is similar to the Pro models, which is, that's shocking.
And then right after the next slide is the external MagSafe battery.
MagSafe battery. So it's like
So
a bit,
what
a bit
they telling
suspect,
you?
a bit suspect, a bit like, it's like, hey
What
bro,
are
I
they
thought you said got
telling
good
you?
battery. Why you introduced this?
Well, I mean, they say all-day battery life. I never knew what all-day battery life
Yeah,
is.
so if that's why when I do the coverage, right, I just ignore the battery part because I believe that everybody has different battery habits. Like my wife, she like Pris, she has like low battery mode all the way.
Oh,
I'm just
wow,
like,
really?
Why is it yellow color, the battery one? So she's using the iPhone 15 Pro, and
Oh, yeah, the Pro is a little bit
yeah,
of
so she's like all
lightweight.
the way yellow color. So hopefully this year she will be using a better version, so she don't have to go all the way with this yellow color version, yellow color battery version.
iPhone Air definitely not for her.
Definitely for a lot of people, but I do have professional people who message me like within my friends zone or my friends. They ask me, iPhone Air okay? It's like then I said, wait first, let me try it first, then I tell you.
To be honest, it has a cool factor to it.
Yeah.
And people want it because of the cool factor.
Yeah.
But like you also said, it's a novelty, right? Maybe 3 months down the line, I said, I'm already used to it. And it's like,
It's okay lah. I can live the life of a power bank.
and they hit the battery. It's like,
Yeah.
I got to charge it at midday, the kind of stuff. So that could be a problem down the line.
But it's very interesting how the data of the amount of people asking me is professionals, not the young generations.
I mean, they want to
We
look
all
good, right?
remember we always say this, that
And that's
who
fine.
asked for this, who asked for a thinner phone, but it seems like a lot of people are suddenly asking for a thinner phone, probably because it's an iPhone. That's number one. Number two, you know what's the huge issue over here? They have no competitors here in Malaysia and many countries because Samsung Galaxy Edge does not ship
They don't-
globally.
they don't ship
sell
here.
globally. So iPhone is gonna like really tap out majority of the market on this iPhone Air if people are gonna buy it. And it also comes down to the cameras, right? So even earlier when we had a meeting within the team, you're talking about iPhone Air not having two lenses,
Yeah, it's
not
only
having
one
an ultra wide. But how often does anyone use an ultra wide lens these days? You know, like you want to do that unless you want to do that so-called Gen Z selfie kind of thing, the ultra wide selfie. Other than that, like, do you see professionals using an ultra
You
wide
don't need it
camera?
now because the selfie camera is with the square sensor
Yes.
now.
So they might have solved that problem already, right? So
To me, it's still a very niche product.
it is. But the question is that which area of the niche? That's what I want to know from your thoughts.
Someone who wants a good-looking phone.
So how about age group?
Someone who, you stand out. It's a lighter, thinner phone. I think some people do want a light phone because this is pretty substantial as a device that's in your pocket. It's really quite heavy. So it's a different product that's out there. I think people want to be different. So
Yeah.
So that's the product
Another
for them.
interesting point that W.A.F.T mentioned in his video is that he said that he feels that Apple intentionally made the newer Pros a bit thicker so that when you compare it side by side with the Air, it looks so much thinner. He's a smart guy. I told you, words cannot express why I love W.A.F.T.
I wouldn't disagree.
He's right. He's right.
Yeah, I wouldn't
because
disagree.
at that point, unless, I do know some people will bring their own phones and they're probably using an Android phone, but most of the people are going to be comparing with a Pro on the spot.
Yeah.
So I think these are all the things that a lot of people may not realize that is happening, which is quite smart though.
But I think it's a combination of marketing and engineering, right? There are
Yes.
benefits that come out of it.
Yes.
You want to take a phone because why? We have vapor chamber. We've got a bigger battery. We've got a more powerful chip. You need a bit more space, right?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So the benefits is there. That's thicker.
Okay. The N1 network chip is here, but there's a new Apple C1X modem. We're not sure whether or not this particular C1X modem
It's
is
based on
available.
the original C1.
Oh, no, we're not sure whether or not this is available on the other Pro variants because
They didn't
during
mention
the
it. Yep.
keynote they only mentioned it's here. So we will
I
get
assume
back
it
to
would
you
be,
guys, whether or not it's in there or probably when I can always ask Apple when I get the devices and all to see whether or not they have it. So hopefully there is. So what's interesting from an engineering point of view is that the reason why it's so thin is because they fit everything at the top area, which is very interesting because that's what they did with the Mac Mini and all to make it smaller. The iMac.
The MacBook Air, remember? The motherboard was literally
Even the
just
iMac,
this
you know how
piece.
the iMac, you know how they had this big chin and everybody's complaining what's with the chin? Is because all of the components are in there. So it's very Apple-like, very nice. I like the design. I think it's really good. In terms of the MagSafe battery, other than that, there's also new cases. There's even a crossbody strap case.
So Gen Z, right?
Exactly. So
Is that
what
the
we
target
need to
market?
figure. That's what I'm saying. So we need to figure out which niche is this. Is it really the Gen Z or is it the professionals? Funnily enough, a lot of professionals are messaging me asking about it. I have people who are like our accountant, like the ones who are doing accounts for us. He said, "Bro, how's the Air?" Then I had another guy who is also
So
like
they're
he's
not
a
bothered.
business.
They're not bothered with the lack of a secondary.
They didn't
camera.
mention that. They didn't mention that.
Interesting.
So we need to find out. I think as time passes by, we'll actually find out about that. The color options are so much more. There is space black, there's cloud white, light gold, and sky blue. Which is your color?
Space black, for sure.
I
think the cloud white looks
Yes,
good.
I like the cloud white.
I think the
because
cloud white
it's so
looks good.
air.
Yeah.
It's clean. And because I love clean, so I like the cloud white. But just for aesthetic wise, I think the sky blue is nice also. Very Google Pixel issues of the color.
What's interesting is eSIM only.
Oh,
Is
yes, yes.
What about Malaysia? Is it eSIM only?
Yes.
Do you think so?
So it is eSIM only. So
Wow.
and I'm sure it's going to be released in Malaysia, it's guaranteed eSIM only.
But I mean, all our major telcos
Yeah.
have eSIM, so it's not
Yeah.
really a problem.
So it is confirmed it's only eSIM only. There's no physical SIM. I didn't mention here. It is here.
Yeah.
It starts at the price of 4,999. Your pricing structure, good job,
Yeah.
good prediction.
Yeah.
Because we thought that it's going to be the most expensive one because I and even Uma, both of us thought there's going to be a one more thing, but no, it was like, by the way, it's in there. So good prediction on that as well. The price is 4,999. What are your thoughts and why did you feel like this is still the right decision made from Apple?
Niche product, you pay for miniaturization.
There you go.
There is a price for that. Making things smaller and it's harder. It's more engineering involved.
Yep.
So yes, it will be a little bit more expensive than it would if it was an iPhone 17 Lite. But it's no replacement for the Plus,
Yeah.
but it's a very niche product that will appeal to some people.
Nice.
Not me, just not me. Yeah.
Okay. AirPods Pro 3. What are your thoughts about that?
I feel, aside from the iPhones, the rest were very ho-hum to me. They're very iterative.
Okay.
But Pro 3, some welcome enhancements. I think better ANC is already so good.
You right?
And I cannot imagine what better means.
Until
but
we
I really
try
want to try it. It's apparently 4 times better than the
The
AirPods
first
Pro.
one. The first one. 2 times better than
Meaning it's 1 time better than the previous one.
2 times apparently. Yeah, 2 times better. But again, because I trust Dave 2D, I mentioned Dave 2D so many times. He said there is a huge difference.
Okay.
I trust him when it comes to audio as well.
I cannot imagine how good it is because it's already so good.
So
Apple AirPods.
Even the last time when they came out, the USB-C version, when I was in Apple Park, they tend to let you listen with the awareness one first.
Yeah.
And then they go like, okay, now it's on. So poof, it's like, whoa. So that's there. And then there's a new ear tips.
Yeah.
I thought it was foam, but apparently after
It's
seeing
rubber.
the hands-on is similar like the current one.
It's
but
silicone, right?
apparently inside, so outside silicone, inside is a bit more like foam. I thought it was Comply, like the Comply ear tips which you have in some of the
Yep.
Sony buds and all. But apparently it's not. Live translation with Apple Intelligence. Do you think that this will work properly or not?
I don't know, but it looks good in the demo.
Yeah. I would love for it
I
to
would
work.
love for it to work.
Because
I think
the
it's
only
very
one which
useful.
is doing a very good job with this is, of course, Samsung with the buds.
Samsung buds.
Tested it out, very good. But the call live translation Pixel is a king now. Because remember I told you about how the voice change, using your voice to speak Hindi.
Yeah.
That is really mind-blowing.
But that's also Gemini at work. So
And it is
So it's
very
really good.
similar to Galaxy AI. We just need to make sure that it works as it was shown in the demo, and finally Apple can say that they have improved Apple Intelligence in that particular area. Heart rate monitoring. Our friend Uma said, like, who needs heart rate monitoring? Well, it was here. The prediction was right.
But I mean, it's really nothing new. Jabra did this 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It is useful.
Yeah.
So it is useful and it's more accurate, especially in your ear.
And I
So-
guess not everybody wants to have or don't want maybe an Apple Watch. They still want to run with their fitness tracker, like probably Whoop Band or something like that. So having
Yeah,
that,
but also the good thing about it, if you do have an Apple Watch and you have AirPods Pro in your ear and you're in the gym, you don't have to bring your phone.
yeah,
And you get all the benefits of that.
exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a welcome feature, and yes, it's here. It works with the Workout Buddy, and also it works with the external app support as well. And it has 8 hours of ANC, improved 2 hours.
Yes, they improved 2 hours.
And the price though starts at 999. I mean,
They dropped the
99.
price,
They dropped the price.
$100.
I was shocked. I thought I was wrong.
This goes up against the Sonys.
So you know what's funny? I said it in my reel, and then when I was editing, it's like, oh my God, did I get the price wrong? I was looking on the website. Oh no, it's not.
Why do you think they
It was
reduced the price?
1099, right?
Why do you think they reduced the price?
Because they can.
But
Because they
there's
can.
no reason right?
Remember the AirPods division
But
can
there's
come
no-
out with their own company.
But there's no reason for it.
It's a Pro, you know.
Yeah.
Anybody
There's
who
no
bought the AirPods Pro 2
I know.
like 1 week ago, the bloody.
reason. Why would you buy 1 week ago?
But then again, there's not a lot of tech guys, right? So
But this is a very, very aggressive pricing against the competition. I feel
smart. I love
like
it.
The
I love it.
yeah, the Sony's.
So like somebody like Linus, even though he DD drives an Android phone, but he uses an AirPods Pro 2.
Oh,
Fun
interesting.
fact. Very interesting. I'm like, okay, bro. I know you're secretly using an iPhone.
Yeah.
Right? Apple Watch
does.
Series 11, abang. 2 times more scratch resistant, 5G
again,
support directly.
Very ho-hum kind of. To be honest, right? They don't have to upgrade the Apple Watch every year.
Yeah.
Really.
It
Just-
could be like an iPad thing already.
Yeah, they don't
have to do
They
it
don't
every
have
year.
to. It sells by itself. It's timeless.
We did also mention that even the iPhones, right? Why do you have to upgrade it every year?
But it's a industry.
There was a
thing.
recent rumor saying that might happen for the iPhone 18.
It's an industry thing.
Yeah.
But I think watches really don't need
Yeah.
to. It's not because it's not about. It's not so much about hardware. It's not
Yeah.
about processor speed and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of battery. Maybe
Yeah.
it's thinner, lighter. But aside from that, what I'm really waiting for is blood glucose monitoring,
Yes, correct.
and it's still not there.
Yeah.
So don't update the Apple Watch until you get that in.
Good
Thank you
point.
very much.
Good
but I
point.
think the big thing is Apple Watch SE.
Okay.
I think that's the bigger.
Yeah, the Apple Watch SE
Bigger
starts at
attraction.
1049. And a lot of other so-called pro features that the Series 10 and 9 had.
Yeah.
First of all, it uses the same chip, which is the S10
Yep.
chip. It has the double tap, the wrist flick, can play media directly from the watch speaker, and 1049.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Wow.
And this is called the Apple Watch SE 3.
Yeah.
So
It's basically buying a Series 9, right?
Yeah, but just
Series
so you all
10.
know that the Apple Watch Series 11 starts with a price of 1799. Apple Watch Ultra 3. If you are currently using the Apple Watch Ultra 1, do you feel like you should want to change it just for the sake of the new display, wide angle
Nope.
and slightly larger display?
Nope.
Yeah.
There's no
I think
reason
this
to
is
change
also
your
the
watch
case-
every year.
Yeah, I
There's
think
no
this is
reason
also
to.
the case whereby like they should probably refresh it, not every single year,
I
probably
don't
like
need to.
couple of years or something like that. Of course, a larger battery is more.
But I think what's interesting is the satellite communications.
which is only in selected countries, which is sad.
Let's move that in.
Yeah. So that's the sad thing. It's a very good thing. It's a very good feature,
good
but
for
it's only for
emergencies.
selected countries only. All of the software features. Speaking of software features, the Watch Series 11 also introduced this thing called the sleep score. I am obsessed with
Yeah,
getting
it's
very good
obsessed with sleep.
And Samsung has it, the sleep score, the energy score. Of course, the Whoop has it, Aura Ring has it. It's nice that the Apple ecosystem is having it as well.
Yeah.
Because we just know how much sleep that we get, but the quality of sleep, measuring the HRV, measuring the resting heart rate is very nice. And it's a bit nicer to have it on Apple Watch because Apple Watch tracking heart rate and sleep is one of the best in the world. So I am very much welcoming with that because I haven't been sleeping with my Apple Watch recently because I've been testing other watches and I already have the Aura Ring
Yeah.
and the Whoop Band.
So it is really, really, really the high time for Apple to release a ring or a band. Because I'm not wearing my Ultra to sleep, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it just to test my sleep score, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. But yeah, it's just too much of a hassle.
True.
They need to come out with a ring or some sort.
So the Apple Watch Ultra 3 starts at 3699. It's available in natural. So Abang can just show the camera how the natural looks like. And this is black. So that is the devices that have been released. And let us know your thoughts about all of the devices in the comment section below. And let us know which are you going to upgrade from, how many years behind, because I had like some people from Fly FM, the producers were using an iPhone 14 and asking, is it
That's
a time?
not bad.
Yeah.
That's still
From
good.
iPhone 14 to the iPhone 17, definite yes. But yeah, let us know what are the current phones are using, whether or not you're, and is this the right time for you guys to switch from Android to iPhone? Let us know in the comment section below as well. All right, tech news roundup. The first one is that this is actually last week's news, but we were not here last week. Instagram on iPad. Is that something that you have been waiting all your life?
freaking finally, yeah.
Oh, really?
15 years?
Okay.
I don't know.
So
something like that. I lost
you were
count.
one of the people who are very excited with Instagram on iPad.
I wouldn't say I'm excited. I think Instagram works best on the phone.
Okay.
But it's a welcome feature. I mean, if I like this around and have it optimized for my
I
the
saw
screen,
you put some extra notes here. Thank you.
screen real estate, I think it's great. It does look optimized for the iPad in terms of in portrait mode and also landscape mode.
Yeah.
When you use it, very nice. The question I like to ask is why is it Reels first? So when you fire up the app, you show it shows Reels first, and why not Stories? So the question is why?
Very good
Is
point.
it because IG wants you to view more long form?
Could be.
Reels is
Could be.
subjectively a little bit more long form than Stories. But is that why? IG could be wanting you to stay longer on each video.
Yeah, very good point. Because, and also we all know that they've been always pushing their reels, and there's never a better way for you to push the reels on a bigger screen like on an iPad or even an iPad Pro or even any generation iPad that you have. I feel iPad mini is nice for Instagram. It's not too big.
Yeah.
So like, on an iPhone it's fine.
This is way too big for Instagram.
So for me, I think Instagram for iPad works best on an iPad mini, which is my favorite iPad on planet Earth, just so you all know. iPad only for iOS users, so Android, there's no...
Sorry, Android.
There's no Instagram for that.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
I mean, people like Marcus Brownlee has already asked, like, is there really Android tablet users? There are, but whether or not you want to use it and whether or not how Apple does it with the iPad.
How does it look on the Fold 7?
It's okay.
When you're in landscape,
okay.
when you open up.
It's okay.
Is it optimized?
Not fully optimized as of now, but it's definitely better compared to last time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good question. The second one would be Adobe Premiere.
Wow.
More. On iPhone and only on the iPhone. What are your thoughts about this?
My thought comes in the form of a question. Is this for the pros? You know what? When I was shooting with my iPhone a little while ago when I was doing videos, right? YouTube. I was editing on Premiere Rush.
Yeah.
So Premiere Rush still exists in the Creative Cloud library. So why Premiere on mobile now?
Yeah.
So that's my question. But the good thing is there's some kind of additional features that I really like. Number one is you can generate your own sound effects.
Yeah. That is their AI working together. That's one of the reasons why Mo is still using Premiere until today.
Yeah, so it was a very interesting kind of feature that's on the iPhone, also Premiere version.
Yeah, but I think that is actually a desktop version thing which they brought inside there. They have a lot of great generative AI features. They also like they extend, like for example, just said you want to extend a certain frame.
Yeah.
You can actually do that.
Yeah, a lot of
What's
AI
interesting is that on the spot right now, I've actually could try to check it out because for me, I feel the Adobe Premiere and iPhone does not make sense. But maybe on an iPad Pro, yes. But the good news is that, the bad news is that it's not here, but the good news is that put it coming soon. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
Coming soon.
So, I feel Premiere Rush is a bit more mobile focused because it's more SOC-meant. But if you want to compare it to things like CapCut or Edits, they've got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Because those have a lot more templates and little components that are missing from, let's say, Premiere Rush or Premiere.
So I don't know whether I do it well. For me, I never liked Adobe Premiere. The only time I use it is because when Mo was editing our videos, I'm like, I tried it for 1 year and I want to kill myself. But it's good that it's there. But speaking of FCP, I don't even use FCP for iPad.
Oh, yeah.
I still prefer the Mac version. It's still totally different. The only person I know who uses FCP iPad is ZY. So the third thing is Nothing Ear 3.
Ooh, yeah.
So the Nothing Ear 3...
They teased it.
They teased it. September 18 launch. Thank God they call it Nothing Ear 3 and they didn't play around with the naming scheme because it's very confusing. The biggest factor is the fact that it was priced at $599. Very competitive. Still 400 ringgit cheaper than in an AirPods Pro 2.
But is it better?
3 actually now.
Is it
better? Audio quality, like I said, if you don't have the budget and you want something very good, I really think that the Nothing Ear series is really good. Sound quality has always been great. Battery life, okay. I wouldn't say it's bad. Neither I would say it's really mind-blowing. I like your notes here. You put here collab with W.A.F.T again. Why would you think that might happen?
Why not?
Yeah,
I think the question is why
headphones,
not?
right? Yeah.
I mean, if they are serious about audio and they are good at audio, something that they started with, W.A.F.T would give them a lot more credibility, I think.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Black and white colorways are the usual. Do you think they'll be coming up with a different color, like a grey color, perhaps?
Cosmic orange, maybe.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
they
why
could.
not, right?
Just for the sake of, okay, I bought an iPhone and I want, it is smart though, because I bought an iPhone Cosmic
Do you know
Orange.
nothing in how they work in terms of marketing?
And yeah,
They
Carbase
could,
is- yeah.
they're so nimble and agile, right?
Yeah.
They could just do
purposely
it.
come out a Cosmic Orange version because it'll pair very well with a Cosmic Orange iPhone.
They can sell more.
Holy moly! You should
Audio
you
stuff.
should pitch this to Nothing and get some money, Abang.
Carpe, listen up.
So those are the news that we kind of do it. Other than the news, there's a lot of releases. So if you want to know, like for example, Acer releases some new stuff. Lenovo released a bunch of stuff,
because
including
of IFA, right?
Yes,
Berlin.
correct. Yeah, so we didn't cover that in the podcast yet because those things are all about releases. So we can't talk about it until we kind of get it per se, or the information. And there's a lot to cover. But if you guys want us to talk about certain of the releases, especially from the Windows side of things, although I'm not a Windows user daily, but we do review these devices, especially with the latest Legion Go 2 release. So we'll definitely be talking about that. Hopefully I can get my hands on it. Yesterday, literally, I got my hands on it. First impressions, heavy, sick.
Heavy.
Don't think it's a handheld. And it's priced at 5,000 ringgit. Yeah, so that is a story for another day.
Same price as an iPhone.
So, yeah, I
17
mean,
Pro
like I said,
Pro.
that is something whereby I need to discuss further, because me and Said was having this whole conversation, like, who is it for? With 5,000, it's not 5,000 exactly, it's 5,005
It's basically
something.
a mobile PC.
Yeah, because the idea that you want to have a small handheld device is for you to be more portable.
Yeah.
So instead of
Because if it's-
concentrating on giving more thermals and all, concentrate on improving the chip also, for example. So yeah, that is something that we'll definitely discuss. And if you guys want us to do it, we'll do it for that. The favorite segment, I love this because this one, Vernon handpicked this.
This is really out of the
And
blue. but yeah.
Leewood, when you edit this, please put this link because there's the world's first mosquito air defense laser. So what made me laugh was the sound effect, like "Pachoo, pachoo."
I
It
don't
felt
know
like
if
Star
that's
Wars.
real. I'm
no,
not
is
sure
that
if that's
sound effect
real.
or real? Okay.
I'm not sure if that's real, but it looked real.
Yeah, so tell everybody about this particular thing that you found online.
Yeah, so this thing I stumbled upon was an Instagram reel showcasing this new product called the Mosquito Air Defense Laser. Literally, it is what it describes. It uses LiDAR to detect mosquitoes either indoors or outdoors, and it can scan 50,000 times per second. So it's very accurate, and it only takes 0.03 seconds to lock on to a mosquito and then destroy it with a zap of the laser.
Wow.
It's created by this company called Photon Matrix Lab, and it's been backed on Indiegogo.
Is he from Russia?
I don't think so.
If from Russia means the fellow must be, his name is Rudolf Kachokokov.
Must be.
Because he's like a Tesla coil. You know,
Yeah.
you used to play Raid Alert, Command Conquer.
Yeah,
Then you put the Tesla
exactly.
coil.
Yeah, it looks exactly like that when you watch the B-rolls. Oh my god,
There's a price for it, so thanks for putting the price here.
It's
So-
a very expensive device to kill mosquitoes compared to a Fuma killer coil that you put under your table. So it can be used indoors and outdoors.
I just want to ask that. Okay.
So indoors, you can even put it in a bedroom. It's safe to put in the bedroom. It's not going to zap you at night.
What if it zaps you?
No, it zaps mosquitoes, not people.
Confirm, huh?
Yeah, confirm.
Okay.
It's safe. It has a range of 3 to 6 meters depending on whether you buy the basic package or the Pro version. So the basic version is almost 500 USD.
What's the difference between a basic and a pro?
Range and also some of the hardware. The Pro is $630 US. And it's not a scam. It's going to ship in October 2025.
Pablo Escobar
If
scam.
it was 400 ringgit, I might consider it, but because it's like 500 USD.
Why would you consider? You stay in a condo. Do you have mosquito problems?
Not really.
Then why would you buy it?
But like places like where my family home is,
yes, like in
with a
Planet,
garden.
yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
so many
I think
mosquitoes.
like for landed properties would make so much sense.
And I'm very prone to mosquitoes.
Are you
Maybe
blood
my
type
blood
O?
is A.
Oh, I never knew. How many years I
Yeah.
know your blood? A, yeah? A is very unique. I
Yeah.
don't know anybody's
A
blood
plus.
type A.
A
Mo,
plus.
what's your blood type?
A plus.
Holy
A
moly!
Plus gang.
Oh, I am B plus.
O or B plus. Oh, that's my wife is O.
My wife is B plus also.
So certain people are more prone to mosquitoes
Yeah.
because it's a mission.
So Mo is the
me,
same. Oh. Oh,
We've
wow.
got sweet blood. We
right.
not only attract mosquitoes.
You're sweet also, so it's okay. Yeah, of course, more. Okay,
so that's that. Yeah, it's very
who asked for this?
Mosquito haters like me.
Okay.
I think it's
I
very
think because it comes to you a lot, so that's the reason why you
very
want
useful,
to kill it.
to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would buy this. I didn't ask for this, but I would buy it just to see it in action.
Yeah.
And people want to show their brand new iPhone and brand new Mac. I want to show guys.
I've got laser.
I've got lasers in the house, yo. Okay, let's go into the community segment. This time around, we're going to go through 2 because honestly, like I said a million times, we love the community segment the most because you guys come and, collaborate and engage with us. And we definitely want to feature what are your thoughts about every single thing that we put out. As usual, Sai will be asking questions every Tuesday. So the first one is that which one of these core smartphone components do you believe has the least meaningful innovation for the past 5 years? The highest percentage is the physical design and materials used, followed by the camera's hardware and software. And then there's battery life and charging speed. And then there's user interface and operating system. Yeah. Do you agree with this particular?
I'm gonna admit I answered it wrongly because I read it wrongly.
It's okay. Take your time.
Because I thought it was most, but actually it's the least.
Yes. Okay. Oh, so even it did pay attention, but it's okay. Just follow
I
based on
think
that.
based on this, it would be physical design and materials.
Yeah.
Hasn't changed that much
Yeah.
in the 5 years.
Yeah.
What
We
have
just
we got?
had a
Aluminium,
whole-
titanium,
Yeah, we-
steel, plastic. That's basically it. No lambskin yet. No vegan leather.
Yeah.
So not yet.
The comments was not as much as how we usually get. There's only 6 comments, which we'll talk about as usual. The Black Digger is back. What's up? You commented, but I will ignore the comment because I think you read it wrongly. So it's okay. So the Black Digger says that I would say that the design of smartphones have hit a plateau already. Can't really change much, but I want to see brands be more adventurous with their cameras. Maybe put a mechanical part inside. Yeah, like Xiaomi and all, they do it. I agree. Make it like those old point and shoot cameras. They don't have to be like the mainline devices, but more like the niche crowd, like what Samsung did with the Zoom phones a few years back.
Like
Nice
the
one,
Vivos, the Vivos.
Yeah, the
also.
Vivos, and also during MWC this year, we had all that modular
Yeah.
system. I agree. But yeah, I think it is true. I agree with him that the design has already hit plateau. Even Huawei, who always changes the design from the Pura 670 to the 80, is the same, right? So, yeah. Speedy says physical design. There's only so much you can do with slab phones.
Yep.
They do have flip phones for materials. Both Apple and Samsung started using titanium in the past 5 years. Not anymore for Apple. I'd go with cameras because Samsung's basically use the same cameras. You are super on point. See, he says that Samsung use basically the same cameras on the S22, S23, S24, S24. Yeah, lah. Now that they say it is true. Holy crap. I mean, We can't say it for Apple anymore because they did change it.
But I mean, what has improved is computational photography. So using software, AI.
Yeah, but now that he's the speedy guy or girl says that from S22 though, that's long time
That
coming.
is true. And I mean, if you look at even the mid-range,
4 years in a row, you never changed the
even
cameras.
the mid-range cameras haven't really changed.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Thanks for enlightening us. Sometimes we forget, right? We are so engrossed with all the latest tech. Nash J says, I want a round phone. I don't care anymore. Someone just give me a phone that isn't rectangular. Maybe because you're
do triangle.
Oh, triangle phone.
Yeah. You know those days Nokia used to do weird stuff. All these weird looking.
Yeah, it's like that. Like it's not hexagon.
Nokia.
Like
I don't know what they were smoking at that time. It was just weird phones that they came up with, man.
Okay, so that would be the first one. Thank you for your comments. The second one would be, what is your preferred screen unlock method? This one, I think. Okay, never mind. We'll still hear. We all know what our answers are, but what is your preferred method to unlock? Fingerprint sensor is the highest, so we know who is voting over here. Face unlock comes in second. Lock screen pattern, pin number code.
Oh my God, pin number.
Okay, what
face unlock, hands down.
Okay,
hands free is the best.
What is number 2?
Fingerprint. Because they're the two most secure anyway. So lock screen is not secure. Neither is pin code.
Lock screen pattern. I like lock screen pattern. You know why? It's easier to tell everybody that's my. How is my lock screen? Like that the pattern. Because
but then that defeats the purpose of the security.
Yeah, I know,
right? But that is your use case because with the team and blah, blah, blah.
Okay, you think I'm going to be a lock screen pattern filler. I don't care.
2%.
Because you know why? I believe lock screen pattern. What is the chances for you to go through a lock screen pattern?
Chances of go through?
Yeah.
You can.
So how many attempts you do?
If you got a very sticky screen, right, you can actually work out the pattern.
You do a MacGyver and look at it.
You can. That's how some people got,
Pin code,
breached.
Pin code, yeah.
No, you can get breached.
I like lock screen pattern. I said lock screen pattern number 1. Because to
each his own, guys. To each his own.
No, here's the thing. Face unlock does not work for me at night. Because I tape my mouth.
What the hell do you tape your...
I tape my mouth when I sleep and I put a nose tape.
Again, your use case is completely...
That's the reason why I went with the lock screen pattern, because at least I'm like, okay, bro. and pin code for me is last because it is pain in the butt.
I do use
because
it, but
the amount of time how fast you need to unlock, like for example, 6 digits light, so you put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's why for me, lock screen pattern number 1, followed by
face unlock,
fingerprint sensor.
Ooh.
Because fingerprint sensor now,
but
fingerprint sensor has to be ultrasonic.
But what if you
not the optical? On optical is useless.
But you can't do hands free. What if your hands are occupied and you need to unlock your phone? No, use your Apple Watch.
No, use my nose. Use my saying it nose and unlock the.
But I mean, if you're in the Apple ecosystem, it's easier because you can.
We are in the Apple ecosystem, and I'm not saying this just for the sake of being a devil's advocate.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I really had to choose, I want to go with lock screen pattern because I like it because
so
it's super convenient. Yeah,
it's so old school.
Bite me. Okay, so let's check out the comments. Oh, more I commented. Nice. Tapping on the fingerprint sensor has become a muscle memory. Good point.
Boop.
Even though face unlock is there and functioning most of the time, it works all the time. Yeah, because once more is done after the night, after sexy night, his hair is all over the place. So I think face unlock I cannot. Anyway, thank you for your comment. More, we love you. We appreciate it. Fingerprint sensor is the most practical. It's harder to trigger accidentally compared to face unlock. It may this from Victor. Yeah, it may combine with the lock button, even harder for accidental unlock, safer compared to pin pattern. Wow, he's got more.
Yep.
And no need for a big notch. What are your thoughts about Victor?
Victor was a very wise man.
Yes, Victor, you're a wise man.
I agree with you.
Exactly.
Mr. Victor.
Okay, nobody said pattern lah. I'm the only fella. Rain Kayomi says fingerprint and also pin sometimes. Okay. Speedy is back. Thank you, Speedy. Appreciate you being part of the community. Face ID, I have too many issues with fingerprint sensors. Yeah. But like I said, if it's optical, no go. But if it's ultrasonic, so bloody good. Yeah. But you know what I miss? I miss the physical fingerprint sensor at the back of the phone.
Oh, those are the days.
Because last time the fingerprint sensor at the back of the phone, even Pixel used to do it.
Yeah.
And Samsung, the Note 9, I remember I used to do that as my notification. Like I swipe at the fingerprint, it will come out a notification. Holy moly, I missed that a lot. So yeah, we didn't mention about that, but yeah, I do miss that a lot. Speedy says Face ID, okay. Nash Day says on-display fingerprint sensor, please. I can't wait when brands incorporate the sensor at the side lock button. I think that's also okay. What?
You remember Samsung's Retina scan thing?
Oh yes, correct. Yeah.
That was quite something.
Quite good. Yashin says, to be fair, not many Android phones have good secure face unlock. I agree. Apple had it for years. Android phones tend to have basic version. So I have fraternal twin brothers. You have met them, of course, Daniel and Sean. The iPhone 10's face unlock, each one can unlock.
Oh shit.
Fun fact.
That's amazing.
But only iPhone 10. Since the 11 onwards was fine. But on Android phones, both of them can
limitation
unlock.
of the tech of that time.
So fraternal twins, in case you all did not know, means that it's on two separate bags. So they are not identical. So imagine if it's identical twins, habis lah. So that's one of the things where I feel like, although it's very niche, like not everybody has twins, but yeah, actually, I believe Yashin could be kind of true, especially from an Android perspective as well. So yes, thank you so much. I love the community. It's always nice that we have this sort of a conversation when it comes to this as well. And as usual, every single Tuesday, even though we are not coming back next week, but the following week we'll be coming back. But of course, every Tuesday, Syed will be asking a question. Or if you have any questions that you feel like you want us to discuss about and get everybody else to discuss, do let us know in the comment section below. What's exciting next week? Like I said, we will be in China for the Huawei Cloud Summit. It's a very tech summit, which it's so nerdy, which I love it. So we'll be doing a video about that. If you missed our Lenovo Legion 5 video, that is just released if you're watching this on a Saturday, which is yesterday. So that is something which you guys definitely need to catch on, especially if you love gaming and don't want to pay a ridiculous amount for a laptop. Very good gaming laptop. And of course, the Legion has been one of the best when it comes to that, especially the affordable market compared to the Asus of the world. Upcoming videos. Tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be releasing the Pixel versus video.
Nice.
Yes, so hopefully that'll be tomorrow. And Vivo V60 in-depth review is also coming out really soon. Although we are skipping next week, we'll be having a special friend/guest joining us for the following week, which is Jason from Smash Pop.
Yay.
So he'll be joining us as well to have like a first reactions on being in Apple Park, because this year I didn't go. So we want to know how was his reaction, how was it. So in case you all did not know, when it's WWDC, it's at Apple Park, literally outdoor at the park, right? Because there's more people, there's developers and all. But for iPhone, it's inside the Steve Jobs Theatre. So you kind of always get the real life reaction a bit more louder in the Steve Jobs Theatre as well. So yeah, we're going to get Jason, because Jason also had hands-on with all of the devices. And also we want to know his thoughts, right? So it's going to be more like his own experience when he was there, what the other YouTubers were saying on certain things, because of course there's mixed reaction for that. So be sure to join us for the 2 weeks time that we'll be back as well. With that, we'd like to close episode number 30, a special episode back here again. My name is Adam Lobo.
My name is Vernon. See you in the next one.
Bye-bye.